A couple different types of wood. This back here, this is maple wood, and so is the sides. But the top is a spruce wood, and they're different densities or how hard or soft they are play a big part in how the cello's sound comes out. So cellos have this harder wood on the back and a softer wood on the front, so that when the strings vibrate and travels through the bridge into the body of the cello, it bounces off the hard wood in the back and then comes out through the softer wood in the front. And depending on what type of woods you use, poplar wood, other different types of trees, you get different sounding cellos and things like that. So there's a lot of science and a lot of hard work that goes into even just what types of woods and things you use for the cello to get the sound.
How much is it?
How much is this one in particular, or generally overall? This is like a medium expensive cello. It's about $4,000 American dollars. But you know, you can. It's basically the sky is the limit. So they say if you want to get the most expensive cello in the world, it might be millions of dollars. Because some of these instruments are a couple hundred years old, and with string instruments, at least in the European Western tradition, the older the instrument, if it's really well made and consistently played, the better it will sound. Because with these instruments you have to get the wood used to vibrating at certain pitches, and so if a really talented player is playing the instrument and they play all of their pitches in tune, the instrument itself gets used to vibrating at those pitches and will resonate better every time that you play it. And so all of these really expensive old instruments that the best players have been playing for years and years just sound better and better, and that's why they can get so expensive. So I'm going to start out by just playing a Western piece by one of my favorite composers. This is a famous cello suite by Johann Sebastian Bach, and he lived a couple hundred years back. And this is a series of 6 suites, and at this time period in Western composition, the styles of music that they would write, if they wrote a solo suite for an instrument like the cello, then they'd have a couple different movements which were dances. And so you might have an allemande, or a courante, or a gavotte, and all of these dances had particular corresponding dance routines that dancers would do in the court. So this was court music of the time. And these would then be opened up, a suite would be opened up by a prelude. So that's what I'm going to play for you. And this doesn't necessarily have any dance moves that would go with it, but it's just something to get you into the mood of the suite and get ready for the rest of the pieces that will come after.